If I find out that something horrible has happened to my boy, this world will know what true scorn from a goddess would be. What the goddess of honesty?
Not exactly, but it's whatever.
And what is all of this?
I don't blame you for not knowing my domains, but that's fine. As for what is this, I saw that, well, you were looking for Zethar.
Zethar. You know where Zethar is. What happened to Zethar? Is he okay?
Well, I know where they aren't, and I do know where they are. First, feel free to take a look at the gifts we've gotten you.
That does not matter. Where is Zethar? Inari?
Zethar, in a way, is back where they came from. Not exactly dead, but for the sake of what a mortal would consider, they're not quite alive either.
You're not... What? He's not dead, but he's dead. What are you saying? What happened to my boy?
In all honesty, I think it's more fair to say our boy. But either way, beside the fact, those who you don't consider family, one in particular, Mother, she, for the sake of ease, ripped what was keeping him together out of him.
Wait, no. No. What do you mean, rip away? Rip from?
I suppose you don't remember either. Exactly who I am to him.
The only thing I can remember is where I first met him. And taking him under my wing. And treating him as if he was my own son. But as far as you...
I suppose it's like that, I guess. I am who created Zethar. Though, even as he kind of left where he was supposed to be, there was nothing I could do. I, as you may or may not have heard, had to keep him away for a while in order to try to, in an essence, find a cure. You might have known, or not known, them to be a little on edge, possibly. It's hard to say after all these years. However, the way I created them was not exactly the most stable at the time. I was younger and didn't know to the extent of what abilities I could have, seeing as Mother didn't exactly give me any heads up or any help in learning. So when creating him, I left some things out that were major importance. However, because of that, things happened and I had to put him away for a while. Though obviously, since you remember where you met them, then you know exactly where that place was.
I do.
It was for both his protection and what was left of that world. Anyway, beside that point, what I had used was a part of myself to create him. However, because you were gone for a while, you might have missed a few unfortunate events. Mother chose to, or, well, decided for me, that it would be best to get rid of my powers of nature, since I seemed to, in her eyes, abandon them. And in doing so, when she took my powers, she ended up taking away what magic was there to keep Zethar together, inevitably destroying who and what he was. However, in that event, I did manage to take back a bit of my soul that was used to create him. However, I am also, if you would like, I can at least give you that part back.
You say that your mother was the one that took him away, correct?
Well, destroyed him, yes. Killed him, in a sense, yes.
I. And what you're planning to do with that knowledge? Or what is your stance with your mother?
Obviously, I haven't cared for her for a while. She already had abandoned me on multiple occasions. Granted, she had tried, but there's still too much anger within me to allow forgiveness that easily.
Want to be angry. I really. I don't. I just. My poor sweet self. If only I found you sooner. If only I found you sooner. Sorry. I. I'm just trying to process all of this. Oh,
That may take time.
it's. As you know, or probably you don't, I have lost many, many things. My kingdom, my family, people who I've called actual brothers and sisters, people who I've trusted and considered allies and friends. I have lost it all. I had the opportunity to meet Zethar back when I had so much rage, so much anger. It was the only being that kept me sane.
And maybe he actually did do what he was built to do, for at least once.
He, from the times I have spent with him at least, he's a good boy. He was a very, very sweet and good boy. And this action will not go unnoticed.
Tell me, do you ever forget how to grow the plants, or any lessons from being able to swim in the waters?
Vague, so at least I remember.
At least he had somebody for a short time.
There's something I want to know, Inari.
Of course.
If someone were to wanting to end Mother completely, would you stop them?
There's no point in me trying to stop anybody. I originally left the entire family, group, whatever you want to call it, and all the mortals behind. I didn't want anything to do with them, after all the pain and everything that they had caused. However, in terms of what you're asking, there's no point in me trying.
So you would let it be like that? All the pain that
I have plans, and I hope they don't come to it. However, I honestly don't think Mother could be killed. And if we tried, even if every other god that she's created came together, it would not be enough. After all the years I've been around her, or at least the presence, there's nothing, I don't think, that could ever truly put an end to her. In terms of stopping her, there is a few ways. I would hate to have to drag somebody else into this. After all, the
Listen,
closest one to me has already disappeared.
listen to me, Inari. Our son is gone because of her. I'm more involved in this than I have ever been. So if you need my axe, you have my axe. Just show me where on the neck do you want me to hatch it at.
I will be punished severely for this. I know this indeed. But do you know much about the end?
I've know some things of it. I have had some books laying around my home about it, but other than that,
Makes sense. There's not much information on it anyway. While there, I found some books and such that were apparently written. However, they stated that Mother did not know how to control the end. Stated that apparently that's why she closed it off. And as far as I'm concerned, that would be the only way to actually stop her. However, in other cases, I have been working on other experiments. If you'd like to see them, I can gladly show you. Though I'm not
but
sure if that will be any help.
whatever you can show me, whatever little help you have, 'cause as far as I'm concerned, I want her dead.
Very well.
And whatever
Well,
thing that we can do to put a stop to her.
in that case, follow me.
So you have been taking animals from our world and putting them into the end and yanking them out?
Not so much doing that. It's more like bringing a piece to the end and putting it into the animal. It's against nature, but I've learned a lot from it. More than I should have, probably.
At least that.
In terms of the experiments, that's all I've really gotten. In terms of anything else, I'm not sure if it would work. It would probably only slow them down. There's no solid proof. But by bringing some of the end here, I was thinking maybe it could lessen the impact that, for the sake of this, Wolf Queen has on the world. However, that also means we must protect one particular person at all costs. Do you know somebody named She-Wolf?
She.
I have reason to believe that if at all possible, they could be the very key to actually releasing everybody from Wolf Queen's grasp without anybody dying. That's all I can really say for now, though.
So do you have a plan to go about this?
Well, I do actually, though it's not a foolproof one. The plan is to build a prison, in a way, for Wolf Queen, if it comes down to it. And that prison would be made out of the very object they can't control. And by doing so, that should, in essence, at least lock them away.
But how will we get her in there? That's the main question.
That's what's been on my mind. I'm not 100% sure. And I couldn't admit that to the church, as I had been trying to help them.
So, the main question is using this end type of thing. Is it a place? Some type of stone?
Well, it is a place. However, you could say the end is stone as well. I have
Another
a little
dimension that has the stone in it. Got it.
Indeed. That's probably the simplest way to put it. I will say, though, in terms of the stone, I figured it might be possible to use that stone to dampen, if not eliminate, Wolf Queen's power to an extent. If they're not able to manipulate it, then if we're able to encase them in it, it should work as, well, a cell of sorts. The only issue, as you've clearly stated, is getting Wolf Queen into that prison.
So, tell me again, why is She-Wolf important?
She-Wolf is connected to Wolf Queen, in a way. If She-Wolf gets hurt, Wolf Queen can feel it too. I don't think I like where this is going.
Just hear me out. Because I think I know how we can bring or lure Wolf Queen into that prison. But it is going to require both me and, well, She-Wolf. Just hear me out. You said that if She-Wolf gets hurt, Wolf Queen can also feel that, correct?
Well, yes.
So, if that's the case, not hurting her that bad, but hurting her to where Wolf Queen comes dashing in, so to say.
As much as I would like to say yes to that in some aspects, I can't allow that myself.
It's the... Do you have a better idea? If not, I am all ears. But trust and believe me, I'm not going to kill her, despite everything that has happened.
Wolf
If
Queen
anything...
and She-Wolf are two separate entities altogether. And I trust She-Wolf... Sorry.
I mean, what we could do, we could build this prison. I could use some type of dagger or something to give She-Wolf a cut. Once Wolf Queen comes in, we push, I can move She-Wolf out of the prison. So it's just me and Wolf Queen in this prison together.
You realize you saying all of this could much easily just fail if she's listening in on us. I doubt she will, but even then, after everything I've done, I wouldn't doubt that she'd now start watching me again.
You have one shot at this. And if you have another better idea...
As much as I'd like to say I do, I don't. And I don't like it. And I don't condone this.
Trust me and believe I don't like this either. But if we want to stop her, please, at least trust me.
It's almost laughable, you know? If that managed to work, it would be too good to be true. But there's also the fact that there will be other gods on Wolf Queen's side for sure. I can't doubt that.
If they come, let them come.
At least speak to She-Wolf about it.
Of course. Not gonna just toss her into the dark.
Well, of course not.
And like I said before, you're more than welcome to give me a better idea. But, as far as I know, this is the only option that we have.
I'll think about other ideas, at the very least.
But until then, I need to prepare a funeral for my son.